Quaker Tapestry began in the south of England in 1981 in a Quaker Sunday school. Anne Wynne Wilson decided to tell the children some of the stories of the first Quakers in the 17th century. It was her intention to make a long scroll depicting some of these stories. Jonathan, then aged 11, thought this was going to be yet another Sunday morning colouring in. Now he knew Anne was an embroiderer, and he asked her, "Can we do it in embroidery?" Jonathan threw the first pebble in the pond that January morning, and the ripples still continue today. This modern tapestry took 15 years to complete and was made by over 4,000 men, women and children from 15 countries around the world. It was never designed to be an academic history, more of a celebration of Quakers' ideas and experiences over the last 350 years. In 1981, when the project began, Anne Wynne Wilson was completing her City and Guilds embroidery thesis on the 11th century Quaker tapestry. Anne devised an embroidery scheme that would incorporate elements of the Quaker tapestry within the Quaker tapestry. It would be unified in its design, fabric and materials, yet diverse enough in its technique and subject matter to draw together groups of people with differing interests and abilities. The Quaker tapestry was to be a Quaker in bits. Whenever possible, photographs were used in the design to help the embroiderers choose the colours and the stitches. Here, St Andrew's Church in Sedbergh was being used to help create the design. When it came to choosing the stitches for the animals, Anne suggested the embroiderers imagine themselves stroking the dogs, and that immediately suggests which way to do the stitches. For the central figure, George Fox, dressed in his leather breeches, Anne did lots of research. She asked her husband David to pose in his walking trousers, and it is said she spent many a happy hour observing men's bottoms. The Quaker tapestry is just magical, a celebration of years of work by thousands of people across the world, and a revelation both to the participants and to those who see the embroideries for the first time.
Beneath the woodland floor, your roots spread deep and far, the perfect footing for this family tree. She planted you with care, cherished every year, showed the children how to help you grow.
If you haven't seen the tapestry yet, then you're in for a treat. No amount of film or photographs can express the vibrancy of colour or relate the scale of this immense work of community art.